So hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be testing a new foundation. I'm late to the game, but I've had this for like 2 months. I just haven't used it yet. This is the Urban Decay This is the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. I got the shade 30. I also did pick out gratis for this, but I haven't received it yet, so I did end up picking it up. So I got the shade 30, considering that I want a tan. It is the summer. I expect it to be hotter, warmer, sunnier. Today's really gloomy, but I'm going to be testing out this foundation today, finally. And then I'm going to be doing a nice little look. I'll record bits and pieces of that as well. So yeah, if you would like to see my review of this foundation and keep on watching, what I'm going to do is just prep my skin and do my brows off cam. And then we'll come back and do the foundation. So I've already done my brows. I just did my edge control and my brow pen. I concealed under my eyes. I actually used a new concealer today. It is the Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. I got this for gratis. So I'm going to use this concealer today for my face as well. And we're going to go in with the Face Bond foundation. And I'm going to use a sponge. I just need to wet my sponge. Okay, my sponge is damp and it's expanding. Again, I'm using the shade 30 in the Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. I'm going to put it on my palette here. I'm going to shake well, it says. And I'm just going to distribute some. I love the packaging because it's like you will not spill this. Like the way that this is designed, it only comes out when you want it to come out. Like it's not like other foundation bottles where it could get messy or it gets like dry and crusty in the opening. Okay, so I'm primed, color corrected, brows are done, and sponge is damp. I've applied the foundation on my spatula and I'm just going to start applying the foundation. As you guys can see, the foundation is deeper than what I am. I think for my gratis, I chose shade 28. And I think that would be like the perfect shade for me for like the winter and most of the year. But with the way that I like to highlight and bronze and do all of that, this deeper shade I'm gonna also make work for today. Okay, so just getting close in to the camera. This is what my skin is giving. It looks good. It feels like literally nothing. I feel like I don't have anything on my face. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've tried quite a bit of foundations, and this literally feels like I put on moisturizer. And like, you know, when you initially put on moisturizer and you feel it and then you rub it in and then it's like you don't feel it anymore. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my face. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the remainder of my face. I'm going to finish it. The focal point of this video is the foundation. So I'm just going to speed up the process a little bit. I am going to be using the Quickie Concealer. It's what I used under my brows. So I'm going to place some in the center of my face. I'm using the shade 60NN. Honestly, the shade range for Quickie Concealer, they need to expand. There definitely could be an in-between shade. Like this shade is pretty light, I'm not gonna lie. I would normally use a different color. Like I would use a slightly deeper shade, but this is what we're going for. And because the foundation is like 2-3 shades darker than what I am, it'll just work out. My concealer, and it's kind of darkening up a little bit after first applying it. I'm going to go in with my NARS Laguna bronzing cream, and I'm going to use that to sculpt out my face and add some depth. I use this to really contour, not necessarily bronze. And I use a powder bronzer afterwards, after I lay down all my powders and everything. So see how now my face is blended out on this side and it's way more balanced out so that when I set the remainder of my face with my powder, there's no like splotchy lines of demarcation. So as you guys can see, my face is fully balanced out again. I'm going to go in with my powder puff and I'm going to set the remainder of my face with like my foundation, my powders, all that good stuff. And then we're going to come back into the eyes, basically. The eyes and the lips. So again, I'm using my powder puff and sweet honey from one size. And I'm setting the center of my face where I get the most oily, which is under my eye, my forehead, my nose, my T-zone. My tried and true P. Louise base, but this time I ran out of my Rumor 2, so I'm using Rumor 4 today for my eyes. I've been using Rumor 4 for the last couple of months. I ran out of Rumor a while ago, and I've been using Rumor 4, and it works the same. Rumor 4 is just a little bit deeper in shade. It actually matches my complexion better, if anything, because Rumor 2 is light. But I still made Rumor 2 work because to me, at the end of the day, shadow was going on top of the base regardless of what. So um, that didn't really matter to me. Once that's all said and done, I'm going to go in with the Jordana Tisha Nude Divinity palette and just a neutral brown color. I'm going to take Cupid and wash that all in my crease. Now we're going to go in with my face powder, my tried and true. I'm just using the Morphe one now at this moment. And so I'm going to go under my brow bone, press the powder under there, and then just blend out the edges of my crease color. Temperance. Because seems right. So here I'm just reinforcing Cupid outside of Temperance to further blend out the shade and make sure the transition between my crease and deeper color is smooth. Now I'm going to cut my crease with the same base. You guys know the drill if you're new here. I love P. Louise eyeshadow base. It's great for eyeshadow. It's great to cut the crease. I'm just carving out my lid space, and then I'm going to lay down a lighter shade in my inner corner, and then my Cupid and Temperance shades on the outskirts of my. Now I'm just applying Temperance on my lower lash line. I'm not doing black as my liner. I'm actually going to take a Sephora collection. It's one of their 12-hour pencils. It's like really light, but it's the perfect nude shade for, I feel like, everybody, but especially women of color, like our waterline, like instead of using a stark white. So that's what I'm putting on my waterline. Like, set it. So after doing my wing liner, we're going to go in with Vibes lip pencil from Morphe. You guys already know I love Morphe lip pencils. I'm so mad they've discontinued these, but I got my backups. So I'm just lining my lips with Vibes. Then I'm going to go in with this Sheglam lipstick. This shade is Don't Call Me Honey. It is this beautiful matte nude. Sheglam lipsticks are amazing. So I'm popping this in the center and then going to further blend Vibes in that lipstick color. Then for more depth and dimension, I'm going in with Dimensional Brown from Makeup Forever. This is basically Richie. This is just Richie's more luxe sister. She is more expensive, but this is the same shade. And again, because Morphe's discontinued their liners, this is the alternative. I still have Richie, but I'm using this today. And then I'm going to be using, I think it's Thirst Trap from Artist Couture in the center. And then I'm going to be using the About Face lip gloss on the outskirts. I've been doing this recently with my lip combinations. I always ombre out my liners and my lipstick, but now I'm ombreing out my lip gloss, and it just kind of like reinforces that ombre lip, and it looks delish. Okay, guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna do a wear test today, so the end of the video will be my final thought process, how the foundation wore. I will be having the foundation on for more than 11 hours, just between me going to work, my shift, and then coming back. I'll be moving around throughout the day. Oh, I hate when lip gloss does that. Gets all goopy. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So yeah, this is what my face looks like. At the end, I'm gonna do a close-up here. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love the way the foundation looks. I love how it's laying. I'm actually really excited to see how it photographs, so I'll pop some pictures up. I love how it's looking so far. I think it looks flawless. And it is definitely matte, and I love matte finishes. So we'll see how my skin holds up throughout the day. I did set my face with the e.l.f. setting spray. I haven't opened up another one size because I just have a few setting sprays that I want to get through before I pop that open. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys at the end of my day. So this video is not ending the way that I wanted it to because my day, guys, look at my eye makeup. That never happens to me, but basically my eye makeup got ruined today. I don't even want to talk about it. It got ruined. Ripped off my lashes at work, threw on some glasses, and this is what my face is looking like. But I would say it still held up pretty well, considering I did have my glasses on here. I teared up all under my eyes, so all under here is gone. I have a pimple on my lip. Like, today is a day. But honestly, I need to give this foundation another chance. But I think it held up really well. Like, it didn't wear off on my neck. Like, this foundation is actually tea. I just need to give it another fair shot because I feel like it went through it today, guys. Even though my concealer got rubbed off here, the rest of my foundation, because I was tearing up, the rest of my foundation is still intact. Obviously on here, my glasses took off my makeup. That's inevitable. That's not a big deal to me. That's not like a make or break. Because when I'm wearing a full face of makeup, I don't wear my glasses. So this foundation is tea. I've had this foundation on for like 12 hours. So the verdict is I love this foundation. I definitely think this is trumped Huda. I just want to get a different shade, but this in Huda, and I love Huda, you guys. I love Huda Beauty's foundation. So Urban Decay, you did your big one. My favorite foundation used to be All Nighter, and they discontinued it. And this, I'm so glad they came out with this foundation. I will be getting another shade, and I will be wearing this again. But I definitely would recommend, again, considering today's events, I think the foundation held up well. I look a mess. So I will give this foundation another test. I won't necessarily, I don't know if I'll do a wear test and like record it, but I like the foundation. So I'll be keeping it, adding it to my collection. Definitely top tier. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in another one soon. Bye, loves.